God move quick when your world feel wild. God in the steps of a dream-led child. Joy on deck with a hope compiled. Holy family vibe in the holiday style. Angel pulled up in a dream so clear. Joseph rise up, danger near. Teens know days when they feel that fear, but God sends guidance to draw you near. Move with the call when the truth fits strong. Protection shows up when the vibes feel wrong. Teens get lost in the pressure throne, but God writes rhythm in your lifelong song. Holy family dip to an unknown place. Egypt nights with a steady pace. Teens feel life as a constant chase, but God stays close with a guarding grace. Still joyful though the path looks strange. Purpose alive through every range. Teens can't thrive when the seasons change. God turns ditches into stories that change. Nazareth chills with a humble name. Outside a label with a quiet frame. Teens feel unseen in the hype game flame, but God lifts low places in the holy fame.
Guided emotion, joy on the rise. God protects steps where your purpose lies. Guided emotion, hope never dies. Holiday faith with a future that flies. Guided in motion, lift your eyes.
Joseph moved swift, no fear, no star. Acted on truth when he heard the call. Teens find courage when they stand up tall. Faith in motion makes giants fall. Back to Israel when the coast turns safe. God redirecting like a holy chafe. Teens need trust when the path feels chafe. He leads your story with endless grace. Joy ain't stuck in the perfect scene. It grows on roads where the unknown leans. Teens discover on the in-between. God builds strength where the cracks are seen. Nazareth roots in a quiet town. Purpose rise in where the lights die down. Teens feel small when the noise gets loud, but God grows greatness where doubt is found. Prophecy hits in the life you live. Joy in motion with the gifts he gives. Teens find worth that the world can't see. Protection, promise, so rise and live.
Guided emotion, joy on the rise. God protects steps where your purpose lies. Guided emotion, hope never dies. Holiday faith with a future that flies. Guided in motion, lift your eyes.
God in your journey, joy in the move, hope in the change. Guided in motion through joy and pain. Purpose in steps, no matter the terrain. No matter the terrain.
Guided in motion, lift your eyes. Joy in the journey when your steps feel slow. Growth in the moments where your faith learns flow. Jesus at 12 with a mind on glow. Wisdom rising like a year-end show.
Family trip vibes with a holy tone. Crowds on the move as the feast winds down. Teens know spaces where they're not yet grown. Still figuring life while they hold their own. Jesus stayed back while the fam moved on. Not lost, just stepping with purpose shown. Teens feel weird when they don't belong, but destiny hums like a quiet song. Temple scene full of minds, so wide. Jesus asking questions, sparking surprise. Teens got thoughts that can shake the skies. Wisdom grows deep when the heart complies. Parents searching with a fear so real. Worried and wondering what truth will reveal. Teens know moments where life's ideal. Crash into chaos, they barely feel, but they found them steady, sitting upright. I learn and listen with a heart so bright. Teens shine loud when they walk in the light. Growth ain't random, it's God designed my life.
Found in the temple, wisdom turned on. Joy in the heart where purpose is drawn. Found in the temple, faith growing strong. Celebration vibe with a victory song. Found in the temple, this way you belong. This way you belong.
Teachers amazed at the truth he spoke. Wonder in a room like horizon smoke. Teens bring fire when their thoughts evoke. Hope for a world that's been feeling broke. Mary treasured every scene in her heart. Every step sacred, every small part. Teens need people who see their star, calling out greatness and who they are. Jesus grew up in favor and grace. Wisdom expanding at a holy pace. Teens find worth when they find their place. Purpose, emotion, heart set ablaze. Holiday joy with a growth spree spark. End of year light with fear turns dark. Teens rise up from a heavy dark. Wisdom is bright like a holy mark. Ordinary days with a destiny blend. Growth in the questions you bring to the end. Teens learn truth when they dare to ascend. God writes stories that rise and transcend.
Found in the temple, wisdom turned on. Joy in the heart where purpose is drawn. Found in the temple, faith growing strong. Celebration vibe with the victory song. Found in the temple, this where you belong. Yeah, this where you belong.
Year and glow with the wisdom's flame. Teens step forward in a brand new frame. Found in the temple, call your name. Joy in the growth, God in the game.
Yeah. Pressure hits hard, but the soul won't break. Calm in the storm like a breath you take. Spirit in the room with the moves you make. Favor rising up with every step you take. Some days feel heavy like the air's too tight. Running through chaos while you hold your light. People throw shade when your hope stays bright, but God builds strength in the unseen fight. And I kept faith through the long cold years. Prayed through silence, prayed through fears. Waited on a promise through the quiet tears. Till heaven stepped in and the truth appeared. Life cuts deep when your heart feels thin. Trying to find peace in the noise you're in. Searching for a breath when the doubt creeps in. But God speaks loud where the cracks begin. Stand in the truth when the night feels wide. Hold to the fire that you keep inside. Favor starts rising like a holy tide. Strength shows real when you choose your side. Light breaking through the dark. Stand strong. Light breaking through the dark. Stand strong. Hope hidden like a spark. Stand strong. Spirit holding up your heart. Favor on the rise when the faith walks dark. Stand strong. God does his part. His part. People judge fast what they don't understand. Try to shake your peace when you take your stand, but heaven stays close with a steady hand. Grace in the cracks where the fear gets scanned. Joy ain't fragile, it's a warrior sound. Grows in the places where doubt broke ground. Peace steps in when the noise spins round. Hope is a crown for the soul unbound. Future feels bright when you stay aligned. Purpose is deep when the clouds unwind. Strength runs stronger in the pressure grind. Favor comes quick when you guard your mind. Endurance blooms when the shadows close. Faith stands tall when the pressure grows. Light breaks out where the spirit flows. God lifts slow hearts till the whole room glows. Stand strong. Light breaking through the dark. Stand strong. Light breaking through the dark, dark, dark. Stand strong. Hope hidden like a spark. Stand strong. Spirit holding up your heart. Favor on the rise when the faith walks dark. Stand strong. God does his part. Hold to the truth when the night turns cold. Favor on the rise like the story foretold.
God stays near when your grip feels old. Strength built quiet, but the outcome bold.
Year end glow when the truth draws near. Light cuts through what you carried all year. Word made flesh so the path gets clear. Hope hits hard when the vision appears. In the beginning, before fear, before doubt, before every moment you wanted to shut out. Chaos hits deep when the mind feels loud, but light steps in like a break in the clouds. Word was with God, and the word was God. Power in motion where eternity trod. Some days hit strange and the world feels odd, but your worth ain't small in the eyes of God. Light shines bright and the dark pulls back. Hope takes ground in a quiet attack. Strength shows up where the heart feels cracked. Grace holds firm when you think you lack. Word in the flesh, God moved in close. Not distant, not silent, not some ghost. Love speaks loud when you need it most. Warm as a fire when your soul feels cold. Came to his own, but they turned away. Still he opened the door and told you to stay. Identity rebuilt in the words he'd say. Born of his truth in a brand new way. Light winds in the year with flame. Light winds, hope lights up every hidden shame. Light winds, God calls your name. Step in the truth and embrace your frame. Light winds, carry it into the chain. Born not of flesh, but born of God. A new foundation for the path you've tried. Some get lost in the chaos squad, but grace breaks chains with a strength unflawed. Grace on grace, blessings stacked. Mercy comes fast when the night turns black. Peace hits deep with a fear attacks. Light steps in to protect your back. Yeah. John bore witness so the world can see. Light in the flesh rewriting history. Some feel trapped in the misery spree, but God speaks life into who you'll be. Full of grace, full of truth. Hope stands strong with unshaken proof. Strength wakes up when your soul finds root. Confidence grows in the spirit of you. Darkness never overcame a shine. Words stood firm by holy design. Step into the mall where the stars align. Future runs bright with a love divine. Yeah. Lightweight winds in the year with flame. Light winds, hope lights up every hidden shame. Light winds, God calls your name. Step in the truth and embrace your frame. Light winds, carry it into the change. Light winds, year ends bold as the light breaks wide. Light winds, glow in your chest and the fire inside. Step into 2020 steps with a lifted stride. Yeah, that's your God. That's your God.
New year loading skywide bright. Fresh page open in the edge of night. Shepherds ran fast when they caught that sight. God already here with the newborn light. Whole world changing a quiet stall. Hope was skin in the manger stall. Teens step in when they hear that call. New name, new year, God over it all. Shepherds went running with a heartbeat race. Night shift kids from a no-name place. Teens know life in the underdog space, but God drops glory in the hidden bases. Found Mary Joseph, child lay low. Small town scene with a holy glow. Teens think change needs a massive show, but God starts big things with an unnoticed goal. They told the story with a breath still wild. Every word wrapped around a holy child. Teens find courage when their voices compile. Good news hitting through the meek and mild. All who heard it were amazed inside. Wonder woke up where the fear once lied. Teens feel stuck in the doubter's tie, but joy breaks loose when the truth's applied. Mary stayed quiet, heartbeat slow, letting every moment in her spirit grow. Teens need room just to learn and know. Reflection is holy when the world says go. She kept those scenes in her heart on fire, storing every spark of the Lord's desire. Teens feel pressure to perform entire, but God loves growth, not constant higher. New year, new life. Yeah, God's already there. Hope in the sky. days later, name locked in. Jesus spoken over flesh and skin. Teens chase labels that twist within, but God speaks love before you begin. Name means saves, that's rescue code. Hope installed on your heart's main note. Teens feel crushed by the shame they load, but grace rewrites every broken mold. New cycle turning with the years reset. God's not done with your story yet. Teens think failure is a final debt, but mercy cancels what you can't forget. Not just hype or a midnight cheer. This is God stepping into your year. From the silent past to the now right here. Light moved forward and drags you near. Shepherds went back, but they weren't the same. Ordinary lives with a holy flame. Teens walk halls where they feel so plain, but carry that glow in a world of pain. Praise on their lips as they headed home. Glory in the fields where they used to roam. Teens find purpose in the daily dome. New Year's path is a kingdom zone. New year, new life. God's already there. Hey. Hope in the sky. Grace in the air. New name on your soul. Truth in your stare. 2026 with a faith to declare. New year, new life. Step in, don't fear. Turn the page, let the old year fade. New dawn breaking on the road you made. Jesus there first in the plans you lay. New year, new light. Walk into the day.
They ask who you are when you're barely okay, when the pressure hits hard and the colors turn gray. John stood firm when the fear said sway. Identity locked even in the stray. Teens get asked who are you every day. Scroll screen pressure trying to mold their way. Anxiety whisper like a wolf on prey, telling you lies till your hope decays. John stood strong in the wilderness zone. Crowds on his neck but he held his own. Teens face night feeling lost alone, but truth is deep when your soul's full grown. He said I'm not him, didn't fake the throne, didn't chase titles he couldn't know. Teens get crushed by the image shown, trying to be perfect in the algorithm's tone. Addiction hides in the unseen ache, pain you numb cause your bones might break. But John said voice, step up awake. Purpose breaks chains that depression makes. He cried out loud in the desert air, make straight the way. God meets you there. Teens in panic think nobody care, but God shows up in the wounds you bear. Who are you when the world turns cold? When labels hit hard and the lies take hold. You're more than the shame that your nights unfold. God writes truth where your fear grows bold. Who are you? Not what you're told. Priest pulled up, tryna pin him down. Grab his identity, steal his crown. Teens get hit by a similar sound. Not the man's answer when your hearts run down. John said I'm the voice, purpose intact. Didn't let pressure rewrite his fact. Teens need space to detach and pack. Anxiety lies but your truth fights back. Addiction creeps into stress and dread, filling the cracks where your faith once bled. John kept steady with a clear-cut thread. Purpose stays real when the lies get fed. Among you stands when you don't yet know. Light walks in where the shadows grow. Teens feel lost when emotions blow, but Jesus steps close in the undertow. He's the one that your heart cries out, lifting your name when your mind's in doubt. Teens find strength when they let them route. Hope through the mess they can't climb out. Wilderness seasons don't last too long, but they shape your strength, fortify your song. Teens rise up when they choose the strong. Purpose grows wild where the world feels wrong. Who are you when the world turns cold? When labels hit hard and the lies take hold. You're more than the shame that your nights unfold. God writes truth where your fear grows bold. Who are you? Not what you're told. Identity anchor when the storm breaks through. Purpose wakes up in the dark with you. John knew truth, now let that be you. God says child, walk in what's true.
John saw Jesus through the dust and the static. Said it's him the one who heals the tragic. Teens fight battles that feel automatic, but the lamb steps in when the nights get manic. Anxiety hits like a punch in the chest. Dark thoughts rise when you needed rest. John saw Christ and he knew the best. Hope walks in where the fears compressed. Teens feel trapped in a loop so tight, scrolling through pain till the world feels night. Addiction sneaks in when you lose that fight. Numbing the ache cause you're losing sight. John cried, behold, he broke the freeze. Pointed to Jesus through the dust and trees. Teens feel lost down on their knees, but Christ pulls close like a warm release. Depression whispers you're not enough. Filling your head with a voice so rough, but the Lamb steps in when the storms get tough. Peace breaks chains while the lies bluff. The Spirit descended like a dove so clear. God saying he's real, draw near. Teens hear noise that distorts their ear, but truth cuts through what the world engineers. Behold the Lamb. When the weight's too strong, when the nights feel sharp and your hope feels gone, he takes the sin, the shame, the wrong. Light breaks in where the dark live long. Behold the Lamb. You still belong. Testify, voiceful flame. Didn't hide truth, didn't play the game. Teens get lost in the pressure for fame, but Christ sees you deeper than your username. Addiction feels like a lockdown cell. Every hit pulls you deeper in hell, but grace breaks chains that you can't expel. God writes hope where your trauma fell. Depression hits like a cold collapse. World goes quiet, joy perhaps, but the Lamb steps in with a light that wraps. Peace seeps in through the shattered gaps. John saw spirit rest and stay. Teens feel empty day by day, but God's presence doesn't tiptoe away. He sits in the pain that you can't convey. Identity built in the lies you've heard. Jesus speaks truth with a stronger word. In the mess where your heart gets blurred, he rebuilds hope where your fear occurred. He takes the sin of a broken land, walks with teens who could barely stand. Grace pulls strong like a steady hand. Love shows up where you least had planned. Behold the Lamb. When the weight's too strong, when the nights feel sharp and your hope feels gone, he takes the sin, the shame, the wrong. Light breaks in where the dark live long. Still belong. You still belong. You still belong. John says, Son of God, strong and bright. Teens rise up when they grab that light. Pain won't win, even through the night. The Lamb shows up, and your hardest fight.